Hello, humans of the world. You are now tuned into Relayshons Podcast, where me and a new co-host just like you discuss our relations with ourselves, with each other, and our experiences. Are we ready to break the cycles? You know, the ones that live within our learned behaviors. Have you noticed the decisions you make subconsciously? The ones that lead you right back to where you started? Let's take on the healing journey together. Get on this PJ of unconventional conversations and let's travel all the way through our lineage. Then let's break the cycles link by link. Ready? Let's do this. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Relations. Here we are again for another amazing episode. I want to thank everyone for supporting me, for listening, for your comments. My DMs are lit. My IG stories are so lit. I really, really appreciate it. This new year that's to come is going to be really good. I think, actually, I'm going to air this in 2020. So happy new year from the past. So let's get right into it. I'm here with another amazing guest. As you know, my VIP guests are the best part of this. This is my friend RJ. DJ RJ at that.
What up? What's going on?
Hello, humans. Hey. Tell the humans you say hello. Like, connect with them.
Hello. How y'all doing? This is Melly Mel Show. You know, I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm honored to be invited in this show.
You should be. You should be.
We go back. So, you know, I was waiting for my time. I've been hearing about this. I'm like, when am I going to get on the show?
Your time has arrived. The time is now.
Yeah. I see. Thank you, though.
So thanks for being here. So let's tell the people how we met. I would say this, I start with this in every episode, and I'm always intrigued. I didn't know that I was this weird until people started telling me their stories about how they met me. So I think ours is pretty interesting too. So go ahead, kick it to them. How we met.
Man, I'm trying to. Should I keep it short or like give the long extended?
Give like a medium because we only got like 30 minutes.
All right. So I'm gonna keep this real brief. I was back in 2005 in New Paltz. You know,
my second college.
Yeah, I think he had just transferred, and
I was a transfer student.
Yeah, and I remember the first time me and my boy seen you. You were walking through the cafeteria. What's that?
Not the cafeteria, like the place
lunch.
That you buy food. You buy food with your card, but it's not.
It was a cafeteria at lunch where everybody eat lunch.
Oh, okay.
Upstairs, not Hasbrook, the other one.
I don't remember.
In the student union building.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, you were about to go to class, and I was sitting down with like, it was just me, Dread, and like 3 or 4 of the cats.
Yeah, you don't have to bring them no.
And my fault. Keep this confidential. My fault.
I don't know. People want their business out there.
And one of my boys, was me like, yo, who's this new girl? I was like, wow. And I saw you walk by, and I was like, oh, I know this is probably a transfer. Boom, left it at that. Then fast forward to like it was a Friday night or Thursday night, right?
Thursday for sure.
Yeah, so we were about out and about. Went to like some bar, and I think you were with your cousin.
Yep.
And you and your cousin just in the corner, just vibing, dancing. I'm saying, doing a little girl dance, whatever. And me and my boy walked in, and we seen y'all, and then we're cool dudes, so we don't really like just jump on it like, yo, I see this girl, let me go talk to her, that vibe. So we just chilling, and there was some other dudes like talking about like some frat dudes.
The others,
dudes,
fraternity guys.
Them dudes that be like, yo, you don't know who I am? Yo, I run this campus. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that guy.
So.
And that guy, I chew those up.
Yeah, it was like 4 of them, I think. And I think one of them stepped up to you like, hey, what's up, I don't think he said anything. He just started trying to dance with you.
He tried to dance with me, but then he's like, I said no. I politely said no. And then he proceeded to be like, well, don't you know who I am? And I'm like, what the hell do I care who you are? Like,
yo, mind you, I'm in the corner. Me and my boy, we're in the corner watching this live. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, and I think he kept talking back and forth or whatever. And then I think you just like, I don't know if you put hands on him.
No, I said we could step outside. Like, I'm like, do you want to fight me? Because the way he was pressing me was very aggressive. It's almost like he was gonna like hit me. So I was like, wait, do you want to fight? Like, because I'm just like, we could do that, but just let me know what we're about to do.
Yo.
And then
dude was he was a funny character though, because he was really trying to fight you though, like on some like, yo, you don't know who I am. I'm trying to dance with you, da da da.
Right.
I run this, da da da, and I'm like, that's when I came by. I was like, yo, what's up? Because I didn't know him, but it's like,
you know him enough.
Yeah, like I know his crew, so I stepped up to him like, yo, what's good? What's going on? And it's like, nah, man, shorty trying to act funny, this and that. I'm like, nah, man, just let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to dance, just don't dance. So that's when I approached you. I was like, yo, you good? Da da da. And then we started talking, me and my boy, and then we ended up just kicking it since then.
Yeah, that's how it started. I'm like, oh, so you were gonna jump in on a fight with me? Like, we must be friends.
Yeah. I was like, and then we ended up walking back, and we just vibing from there, man. Like, it's been cool.
Ever since.
Cool ever since, man. Like we had up and down, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's what friendship does. You know what I'm saying? Like you go through your ups and downs, and then boom.
It always comes back around.
Yeah, you reconcile the thing, you know what I'm saying?
Word. Real friendships last. So, just get through it, guys. Especially if they're about to jump in a fight for you, like, that's your friend. So, if they didn't even know you, they jumping in a fight, that's your friend.
It wasn't going to go on like that, man. Like, I was like, yo, wait, me and my boy, we watching this, like, mind you, we in the corner, we watching this, like, yo, is this dude really about to fight her because she didn't want to dance with her? I mean, dude, I'm like, yo, like really? Like, what's going on? And that's when, it's kind of weird, right? Like, it's like, dudes, just because you're in a frat. And this is one of the reasons why, sad story, but this is one of the reasons why I was never interested in joining those frats, because it's the mentality of like, because I'm in a frat, I'm supposed to be that guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of anything else, I'm that guy. And I'm my own man, first of all. I'm not really the following crowd kind of guy. So
right. Yeah, I have a lot of opinions about fraternity and sororities, but we're gonna keep it clean because this is not what this is about. Yeah. And I have a lot of friends in fraternity and sorority. If it suits you, hey, by all means, do it. It just was never for me, or for us rather.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. The premise of today's episode is about constructive feedback in your relationships, which we should be giving like fraternities and sororities feedback, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah, we should. That's for another show.
That's for another episode. We don't leave that there. So we all know communication is key in all healthy relationships, but how honest are we in our relationships? Okay, so let's step back. What is constructive feedback? When people say constructive feedback, what does that mean?
To me, it's like something that's it may not sound like something you want to hear, but at the same time, something positive that I feel like you're not taking advantage of. Like, for instance, I know someone that, they got certain talents, right? Mm-hmm. But they're so shy or like don't know how to use that talent to monetize that talent, to make money out of it, that whenever I try to address it, and they're like, I'm not like you, this and that, and third, like me, I'm very like, my hustle. Like I try to hustle out everything that I get, right? So so I'm always trying to look for the next hustle, right? So I'm trying to tell like, yo, you should really use your talent to do this and that and the third, and not waste it on not utilizing it to make money. You know what I'm saying? So, someone could look at it like, yo,
are you criticizing?
Yeah, like, I'm not business. So the one thing I hear is like, I'm not business minded. Like,
what does that mean?
What does that mean? Like,
we learn business. I mean, your mind has to develop into things.
Yeah,
just
like
come out the womb knowing it.
You use people that's around you to kind of like develop certain skill sets, right? So yeah, I mean, constructive criticism, like, feedback, to me, it's like, it depends on the mindset too, right? Like me, I've learned over time to accept constructive feedback.
Right.
It may sound like something negative at first, but once you sit down and analyze it, you kind of like, you know what? You're right. I should be doing this. I'm wasting my time doing this and that and the third, right? So it's really about having an open mindset and be receptive to it.
Right. And I changed it because I could have used constructive criticism, but I used constructive feedback because I think criticism is like negative. Right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I mean, sometimes it could be constructive and provide feedback without it being like critical.
Yeah. Like for instance, your show, right? Like someone is listening to it and be like, "Oh, Melanie Bell, I think you should be doing this, and that, and the third." And nonetheless, it's feedback, right?
Right. Feedback, advice.
Yeah.
You can take it or leave it.
Because if your mindset is like, yo, I know this and I'm doing this, you're not doing anything, why am I listening to you? Right. You're not going to be too receptive of that feedback.
Right, it depends who it comes from.
Yeah, like you're going to be like, man, I'm not listening to you. You just talking. You know what I'm saying? So, the person who's giving it to you has to be someone well-versed in the subject matter. Yeah, to kind of like give you something constructive. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, you gotta be receptive to it,
whether you're gonna take it or not.
Yeah,
I agree with that. And I always said, like, nobody is more critical about me than me. I've always been kind of whatever about people's opinions or constructive feedback towards me because I believe that no one is harder on me than me. The things I tell myself and have, like, I'm overly critical of myself, not in a bad way, but I'm always trying to grow. I'm always trying to be better. I'm trying to be a better version of myself. So like, I'm definitely taking a lot of, by the time you bring it to me, I already thought about it like 5 times.
Yeah.
So how open have you been in conversations with your partners in relationships, specifically romantic relationships, in regards to constructive feedback?
I try to be as honest and also be sensitive of people's feelings too. Mm-hmm. Again, I've learned over time, and also the other thing too I've learned is that it all depends on your relationship with the person too, right? Mm-hmm. So if we're supposed to be that cool, we sync, right? Mm-hmm. Like we do one.
We connect, yeah.
I should be able to look at myself, like you said, you give yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror and you give yourself constructive feedback. Right. I should be able to do the same. Like, I should be able to tell you, like, listen, you're getting a little weight. Let's go to the gym.
So have you told a significant other that they've gained a little weight? I know that's a big one.
Yeah, I mean.
And how do you say it? That's a heavy one.
I think.
You're already getting tongue-tied. You're not even saying it.
All right. So
honestly,
yeah, you're right. This is a big one, and this is one that could actually hurt somebody's feeling, right? So, again, if I think we started the show with this conversation, not on the mic, but if when I met you, right, you were looking a certain type of way, right? Mm-hmm. And it was what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, for instance, when I met you, you were looking like a little slim, petite. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a nice little body. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the curves and all that.
Let's hear him out.
You know what I'm saying? With the little curves and all that. You know what I'm saying? And as you get into the relationship with someone, you're getting more into your own self, right? You're getting more comfortable. Right. But
is it your own self constituted as not being thoughtful about your weight, right? Because the way I see it is like habit, it's character.
Yeah.
If when I was single, I thought about maintaining myself, what do you think is the reason why women stop? Or is it the fact that they really didn't care about their weight and then they continue to not care, they just started gaining weight?
Yeah.
Ladies, calm down. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
So what I mean by getting comfortable, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, I'll give you an example. It's like, not all females do it, but certain females do it, right? Mm-hmm. Like when you first started dating, right? You won't see them without makeup, or they won't do certain things around you, right? Mm-hmm. But as things start to move along and you guys are dating and getting comfortable, then you start, being a little bit more relaxed about certain things that you used to be conscious of in the beginning. Right. So now you like coming in with, makeup, sweats,
no
you know
makeup,
what I'm saying?
Hair in a bun.
The wig or the extensions right next to the bed, you know what I'm saying? You got all that. You're comfortable. You're on your own, your comfortable zone, right? So that's what I mean. If when I met you, you were looking a certain way, then things started to change, and I'm seeing a little weight. And I'm saying, like, then I may approach it in a way where, like, you know, what's going on? Like, it could be stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, stress, you know, it could be certain things. You
stressing her out.
It could be that, you know? Like, so it's like, hey, listen, I see that, you know.
You're a little cousinly plump.
You know, when we lay down in bed, you used to have your little side. Now you jumping into my side. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, like.
Is that the way you would say it, though?
Nah, but.
That's what I'm saying. How do you communicate? Like, if there's somebody right now struggling with this, like, how would you give them the words to use to say this to their loved one?
I would probably say, you know, like, I would first try to figure out what's going on, right? You could try to figure out what's going on by not coming to direct and like saying, "Hey, you're gaining weight. What's going on?" Right? So you could try to get a feel, because by then, like, if you in a 2-year relationship with someone, by then you know them well enough, or you're starting to know them well enough to kind of know if they're stressed or what's going on in their life, right? So you start a conversation, you know. Conversing with the person, saying, see what's going on. Then you're like, you know what? Hey, I'm about to sign up for a gym class that or whatever. Would you like to join me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and
make it collaborative.
Yeah,
like make it a us thing, not a you thing, but an us thing.
Yeah, like, and if she picks up on it right then, they're like, oh, why are you trying to say I'm fat? No, I'm just saying, how about we start doing certain things together? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go, you know, like, if I'm going to run, let's go run together. Like, start doing things together. Like, now it's more of like, okay, I see where you're coming from. Right? You're not singling me out saying, oh, you're fat, you should go out and, you know, run 10 miles or go to the gym by yourself. But rather just make it like a us thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way to approach it.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
And I would say, like, with this, I mean, there's no easy way to have those communications, but I do think that men that pay attention is really important. Yeah. So, like, if you're paying attention to the fact that I've been more stressed as of lately, or actually I just had a baby fool, your big-headed kid came out of my body, and that's why I've gained weight. Yeah. You know, just being really thoughtful, I think, is important. Yeah. And advice for ladies. So I'm not a big dater, but when I do date, I try to play it down as much as possible. So I know, like, a lot of women, when they go on dates, like, they do the most, like, full face makeup. Their hair is not their natural hair. You know? I try to, like, play it, like, depending on what we're doing. But if it's just regular dinner, date, whatever that is, like movies, I'm going to regular jeans to actually play it even lower than you. Like,
don't tell me
not even. No, but I mean, like, for instance, when I go to work, I'll be a little bit more attentive with, like, the type of shirt I wear or whatever. Like, I would probably put on jeans and, like, a baggy t-shirt. And I would tie my hair, and I would wear, like, at the least amount of makeup. And I will do that for, like, the first couple dates. And not that I think I look good without makeup or not, or with it, or with tight clothes or not tight clothes. Like, I don't look like a bum, but I just don't play it up too high, because I think that it sets up for, like, negative expectations that are not serve to be met. Like, on my regular daily life, on a Saturday and Sunday, I'm not putting on makeup. If I'm not going anywhere specific, I'm not putting on makeup. I'm gonna walk around as comfortable as I can, and
as you should.
And I know how to put myself together when I need to. And it's about showing variety.
Yeah, you're right. So
I would give that advice. I mean, you might not agree with it, but that's my advice.
No, I agree. Listen, I agree. I feel like you can't give that false presumption of, like, this is who I am, right? And then 10 months later, I'm seeing something else, and you're asking me why am I acting different.
But it's not really false, right? Because that might be part of who she is, right? Like, I know when I dress up, I dress all the way up and I look good, but that's not who I am all the time. So it's about showing variety. Like, if you dress up one day that he took you to the club, then the next time when you go to the movies, just play it down a little bit. Like, show every aspect of who you are and your character, so that way you don't set false expectations for yourself more than anything.
You're right. You know
what I mean? Because you're not going to be wearing, like, red lipstick and, like, a whole makeup thing to go to the movies every time. Like, that's just not realistic.
You're right. I mean, hey, listen, when I first met my wife, right?
Mm-hmm. By the way, he's married, y'all, and he's a recent father as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I first met my wife, My wife is beautiful. Like she's a beautiful woman.
I know, I've seen her.
With without makeup. And I tell her, and this is one of the things I now trying to get her start doing is her makeup skills is off the chart. Like she does makeup for people
naturally,
and it looks natural. It looks like you didn't have makeup on, right? And I'm like, yo, you got skills. Let's start getting some money in. You know
that's your hustle mentality. Oh,
yeah.
Whatever this is what she loves to do. She doesn't want to monetize it. She just wants to enjoy it.
Listen, you got skills. Let's make some money. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mentality.
Yeah, that's you.
When I first met her, and she didn't overly dress. No. I'm sorry. When I first went on a date with her, she wasn't overly dressed. She had nice shoes on. She was just regular. Yeah, we went out, we got something to eat, and we just talked and we vibe from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's the type of girl, like, she'll be home chilling in a regular just regular clothes, and she looks like she would go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's beautiful naturally. And I tell her a lot of times when we're going out, like, why am I waiting for you for 2 hours? You could just go out like this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's her own thing.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, so that's her thing, right? So I met her that way. So I'm not going to change her. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, stop wearing makeup and this and that and the third, right? So going back to what we were talking about before, like, I think we were talking about like...
constructive feedback.
Yeah. She just gave birth, right? And, what comes with that is... your body change naturally, right? So, and the times where like she thinks that I understand what's going on, and I'm not gonna be like, yo, let's go to the gym now because I need you to get back to where you were, right? Because she just gave birth to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So
a whole human.
Yeah, like I understand that, and even when she was pregnant, people used to be like, "Oh, you don't look like you pregnant."
Yeah. Right? She was small. She carried small.
Yeah, it's just naturally your body change, right? So there was one time I remember she was like, "Oh, you think I'm fat, right?" Just like that. Just walked up to me and said that, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like I didn't say anything. Like I felt like, why are you attacking me? Like I didn't say anything. Right.
I know that for a lot of women that I've heard that had children, it's just hard to accept that your body changes so quickly.
Yeah.
And I think it's a misconception that you're gonna like not disappoint your husband. We're just women are very like pleasing.
Yeah.
Like we just want to please our partners. We want to be good for them. We want to keep it together. And I'm sure like the pressure that she puts on herself has really nothing to do with you. It's just it's on herself because she wants to be good for herself and you.
Yeah.
And if she feels her best, then she could be herself. She could be better for you.
Yeah. So what I started doing is like as soon as she said that, you know what I'm saying? Like I could have been the dude like, yo, man, get out of here with that, whatever. Right. But I was like, all right, I see where she's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because mentally it changes you too.
Yeah.
Right. So what I told her, I was like, yo, listen, how about you sign up for the class? Or how about we go to the gym? You know what I'm saying? Like, or I even proposed to her, like, I need to start losing weight too. Because I was getting a little chubby myself.
Yeah, it's a
so I was like,
thing.
yo, all right, so how about we do this together? Right? And then that did the conversation right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? She now felt a bit more relaxed and comfortable with me because I wasn't, even though, it's funny, right? Even though she the one who brought it up, right? It's almost like she was giving us a feedback, but through me.
You're right. Yeah.
I figured out a way to tell her, like, yo, listen, come on. Like, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah. Let's do this together kind of thing. Right?
It's our problem, not your problem. Yeah. It's our problem.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of times dudes be, I get sometimes we tend to be insensitive sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just a little.
You know, it's different when you're married, though. Like, because happy wife, happy home, they say, you know.
Facts.
Like,
so let me give you a harder one.
Yeah.
Have you ever, not with your wife, but just in general, have you ever been in a situation where you had to give constructive feedback about you not being satisfied in the bedroom? How would you go about that?
Me not satisfied?
That's a harder one, yeah.
It is a harder one. But
not that you ever experienced that, but if you were to experience that, what would you say? Like, what would be something, a way you'd be constructive in your feedback on it?
Like me giving them feedback saying like, this is why I wasn't, or like.
No, like, this is not working. in the bedroom. I'm not being satisfied.
Got you.
Now, what do we do?
You know, me, I'm a little on the freaky side. So if those needs are not being met,
you're going to create them.
Yeah, like, you know, maybe sometimes I might need to be creative. You know, like I might not I don't need to just rely on you to be creative, right? So I could just be like, all right, today we're going to do something different. And then boom. Now, what
about if it was something that you couldn't change? What about if it's a dissatisfaction that was out of your control?
Then it depends on if it matters to me in the relationship, right? There are things that you're not gonna get everything that you want out of a relationship, right? If it's something that I really can't live without, then unfortunately we won't go for, because guess what? I'm gonna look for it somewhere else, right? So I might as well say end it.
So you would end it off of not being satisfied in the bedroom. If it was out of your control.
If it matters to me that much, right? If it's something that is out of my control and I really can't live without, because guess what? If I don't get it here, I'm going to go somewhere else to get it, right? So I'm lying to you and myself, right? So I might as well right then say, you know what? Boom.
So that's perfect segue. How soon is too soon to be honest with someone? So if you're dating someone, you're on the third date, and you're dissatisfied with, I don't know, the way they do something or a character trait. Are you honest, or do you just say, you know what, I can't deal with that, I'm out?
You gotta be honest with the first time. If it's that obvious, it's not gonna go away, right?
Right.
Like if I notice it as upon meeting you, like this is it. Like all right, so I don't like this. I don't like your attitude. And I'm saying, like, I don't like how you deal with certain things. I give you an example. Like, if I go out with you, if I met you at the bar, right? Or, matter of fact, no.
Somebody else.
Let's go. We're on the first date.
Okay.
You know, taking you somewhere classy. Actually, this actually happened to me. And it was one thing that the person said, and I was like, damn, I don't know if not that I'm fancy or like I'm too bougie. I just don't know if I could move forward with this, right? So we went out somewhere, and it was the person's birthday, and I made a reservation, right? And you know, I'm running late, so I called the restaurant. I'm like, oh, listen, I'm running late. Just hold the table for me for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. We got to the door. The host, right, greet me and said, Mr. Jacques, or whatever. We still have your reservation, and this and that and the third.
Okay.
As I'm sitting down, the person that I'm with goes, ooh, you made reservation?
Is that fancy?
Oh, okay. You okay.
Oh, you lit. You ready.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not be used to it, but
pretend, girl.
Yeah,
pretend.
Like just hold that up. Like I'm saying, call up your girl afterwards. Like, yo, he made a reservation. You know what I'm saying? Like we went somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like you do that. That right there was not really.
But wasn't that like constructive feedback? Wasn't she just being constructive in the fact and basically sharing with you that she was impressed with what you did for her?
Nah, that's not. No, I guess it's what I was used to. Right. Everybody's used to something. So she was not used to that, and you're used to those women that expect that from you. Yeah, like even when my wife will tell you, like, I hate going to like franchise restaurants. Franchise restaurants.
Oh, like, franchise.
Like your Fridays, your Applebee's. Right. I hate going to. Yeah. If I'm getting lunch, I probably go to those places. Yeah. But and I'm not bougie.
And not even, no, I'm even bougie with my lunch. Do you understand? I was just talking about yesterday, like, why do I have 3-course meals for, like, I go to a sit-down restaurant.
Yo.
I order and by myself during lunch.
What?
I order appetizer, my entree, and sometimes
you
dessert.
You got time in your hand.
No, because my hour is my hour. And I'm going to spend it right. And that's why I'm like, if I'm not, at this point, it's like for a man to come and impress me, it's like, bro, I'm doing this for lunch. So
Nah.
So let's step
you gotta keep this up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do for lunch. Guess what I do for dinner?
This is what I do for myself. So you're adding to this. If you're not adding to this, please omit yourself. And yes, I'm bougie. I'll admit it. So what? Especially when it comes to what I put in my body.
I mean, it was like right then and then I knew that it wasn't gonna go anywhere because of I knew there was more in the bag that I probably wouldn't like. Right.
You already knew she was you already felt like she was a specific type of girl that you
I could have taken her to McDonald's. She would have been satisfied.
Oh God.
And I'm not saying this is I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Right.
Because the issue's on. Yeah. But I know what I like.
Right.
And I'm saying I know like
it's specific.
Yeah, like that right there you could have reserved that for when when I drop you home, you head up your girl like, yo, girlfriend, what's up? You took me to a nice restaurant.
Be honest later.
Yeah. And I'm saying like
don't be honest.
Like cause at that time I was around like I'm very business minded, right? And throughout my career in life, I've been around a lot of people with certain mindset and expectation. And not that I'm saying you need to change yourself, but you have to know your audience. You have to know where you're at. You have to know at any given point. You have to know. You have to adapt to where you're at, right? So right then that proved to me that she didn't have that ability to do so. You know what I'm saying?
Like, she wasn't able to play it cool.
Yeah, like. This was my first time taking her out. It could have been in a joking manner where like...
Yeah, I think I sounded like she was joking, yeah.
Nah, because we didn't have that relationship yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There were other things that was happening throughout the night. Like, so certain etiquettes she didn't have.
So it was multiple things. That was just the first thing. That was like a red alert.
Yeah, that was like, all right, let me pay attention to what's going on tonight. Because at first I took it as... it was kind of funny. Whatever. Like, we were laughing about it. Yeah. But it was just like certain things that was adding on to it. It was like, all right. So, to your point, yeah, I could have given her constructive feedback, but I didn't care.
Like, nah, girl.
Let somebody else deal with it.
So, is honesty the best policy? Like, would you say, like, being honest... I feel like a lot of our relationships are people pleasing. Yeah. Like, especially when people get married or in long-standing relationships, it's almost like about you pleasing the other person and not pissing them off, not saying this because it's going to hurt their feelings. Like, we become almost very guarded with ourselves when we fall into relationships, almost so much so that we like change who we are, like that the essence of who we are because of that. Yeah. So is being honest the right thing to do? And at this point, I'm asking for advice because as I'm seeking my life partner, I have a very specific character, sometimes a little bit too honest. And so I just want to know, like, is it the right thing to do to be honest, or, is there a balance in it?
There is a fine line between being honest and being disrespectful.
Right. You would say I'm sometimes disrespectful.
Nah,
a little bit.
No, you know what it is?
It's blunt. That's what it is.
No, you are deep down. You are a very nice girl.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
my heart is gold.
Like once you like, yo, that's my dude. I know you got you. That's your dude. Like, now I'm saying, like, that's your.
I ride or die.
You know what I'm saying?
Or well, I'm riding because nobody's dying.
Yeah. Nah, no dying. But you don't like to feel threatened or disrespected. So as soon as that happened, it automatically, like, you put that
defense.
Yeah, like the guard, the facade. Like, yo, you're not crossing this. If you do, you're gonna die. Like, I'll chop
I'm not killing people.
Like,
I'm not killing people. I'm not killing people. Stop saying that on the mic.
Correction, she's not killing people.
I'm not.
But that's just you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not the type of person to, like, at least I haven't seen it, start disrespecting someone when like we first met. Like you first meet someone, you very,
It used to be in different aspects. I forgot we also worked together at one point. Like for the same company.
Oh yeah.
That happens. I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
There's a fine line between being honest and disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course you should be honest, right? If you're not being honest, you cheat yourself. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to the person that you're trying to be with, right? And when you be honest, you're giving the person a chance to really get to know you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let me find out all this baggage a year after.
It's hidden.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
secrets.
Yeah, like, we ready to move in, and now I'm finding out all this. You know what I'm saying?
But there's some people that do that. Some people that just take and I don't think it's bad. Again, I don't know what that is personally, but I don't think it's bad that people take their time in opening themselves up. I do think that it is restricting in a relationship, at least for me, as a very open person, to be all the way open, and then somebody gives me like an inch. I'm thinking okay, well, how long is it going to take for you? Like, I'm being open enough for the both of us so you can kind of feel comfortable doing that. And I do that even with, not just in romantic relationships, but people. I lead with honesty. I lead with openness in hopes that you will feel comfortable enough to open up too. Because I think that that's where our authenticity is. Like, that's where our connection lives. That's where our spirituality lives. Like, that's where everything real is in the truth. So I lead with that, but then some people just like shut down, and it's like, all right, well, then there's nothing for me to do here, so I'm gonna just go.
I mean, that's what happens, right? Like you say, you sneeze, you lose, right? Like I could have met you, and you very honest with me, you're open, and this and that, and I'm like, no, I'm
not ready.
I'm being reserved right now. Like I'm not ready to open up yet, right? And you're like, yo, I'm ready to like get to know you and see how this is gonna work. And I'm being like, no, I'm not ready yet. Give me 3 months, right? Mm-hmm. And by that time, you might lose interest, right? So I think
timing is everything.
Timing is everything, and don't hold back just because somebody is holding it back, right? Like, if this is you, just think about it, right? Mm-hmm. Given your personality, if somebody tells you today, stop being you, how would you do that?
I would just turn around. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to be anybody else but me.
Right? So that means every time you're in that person's presence, you're being fake. You're not being you, because you're reserving you. Like, you're not you anymore. You're like putting this character. And
it's so much work. Like, for people that walk around, and I've seen it, I've seen people that walk around not being authentically themselves. Yeah. And I'm just like, you guys, you're wasting so much energy, because you know how much energy it takes to like remember the things you say that are not real, or pretending to be somebody you're not, saying things that you don't feel, like all of that. I'm like, that's a lot of work. That's a lot to remember. There's a lot of energy. Nobody got time for that.
I mean, listen, like, when you meet someone that
I'm going to vibe with.
You're going to vibe with?
Yeah, I'm not doubting that. Yeah, I'm not doubting that. Like, I vibe with good people, and some were meant to last for a while. Some were not. Yeah. I have really good relationships with a lot of my exes, so I'm not really concerned about it. Yeah. I just wonder, like, how people, when it comes to honesty overall in all of our relationships, like, how good is it? Because, I mean, in business, people are lying. Like, there's a lot of dishonesty out here in the streets. So I'm like, wait, is honesty really the right thing? I mean, I know it's the right thing for me, and I know that I'm this way for a reason, so it's going to work out for me regardless. Yeah. I don't question that. It's more of like, damn, is this the world that we're living in?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with the person that you're with. Mm-hmm. You can't worry about what the person is doing. As long as you know you're doing what you need to do. You listen. I'm giving you everything you need to know to open up, right? So like I've heard people say before, oh, I'm only going to give you what you gave me. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I don't understand. We're two different people. I don't know.
Yeah, like, what is it that I'm giving you that you're going to give me? Like, and I'm saying, like,
reciprocation is important, but not an even exchange.
Yeah, like,
right? Like, you could reciprocate what I put out energy-wise and, attention-wise, but really, at the end of the day, we come to the table with different things.
Yeah, like, think about it, right? Like, if you don't vibe with the person and you, like, but I like this person. I want to be with this person. But you don't vibe with them.
Right.
And this is a person you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with. That's what you're gonna spend the rest of your life trying to be happy with this person.
And I see it so often, especially with married people.
Yeah. It's
crazy. Like, how you don't go to wake up and go to sleep with that every day?
Yeah.
That's heavy. So how are you healing your lineage? Now you have a little beautiful queen that has entered this world that's a part of you. Like, how are you healing and breaking cycles in your lineage for her?
Man, by trying to... I made a lot of mistakes, right? I made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've gone through a lot. And I'm still, before I answer that question, no one is ready to be a dad. I'll tell you right now, like, no one.
A dad or a mom.
Yeah.
All of that stuff is hard.
Yeah. Like, it's just one thing you're not ready for, right? There's no school for that. There's no, like, I'm going to school just to learn how to be a dad, right? The only thing I could do, and this is the only thing I'm hoping I could do the best and be very good at, is to teach her how to avoid a lot of those mistakes that I made. Because I feel like I've gone through my life, so that way my daughter or my son to be soon, they don't go through it.
Right.
So I'm breaking up all this, like the worst thing you could do is not teach them the right way. Right. That doesn't guarantee that your kid's gonna,
be receptive to it or open to it. But what about towards honesty, right? Like, when it comes to being honest, like, are you going to be more honest with your child? Like, are you going to, is there anything when it comes to, like, constructive feedback and honesty that you want to encourage with her?
Yeah, like, I have to be honest with my daughter, because guess what? I mean, she's going to find out regardless.
Word.
Right? So I'd rather her, and it's funny you mentioned that too, and me and my wife were talking about that, and my daughter is, like, if she walks in here, like, she is the life of the body. Like, she will jump, and actually, I'll show you later, but I have a video of her. I think she was, like, just turned 12. Like, she's 19 months now. She had just turned, like, maybe 11 months or so. Not even a year yet, right? I was packing my stuff, my DJ stuff, and one of my mics fell on the floor, and she grabbed it. Mind you, she never seen me DJ before. She never seen it. Like, she never seen any of my DJ equipment before, because they were in the closet somewhere. She grabbed it and started singing.
Oh, so she knew it was a mic.
She knew exactly what it was.
So this is, I have this theory that I believe that I call them little mutants. The mutants that are entering this world, like these new
no one's
kids.
Ready for it. I'm not ready for this.
They're different.
Yeah.
Like, they're very different. I feel like God or the universe or whoever you believe in fixed the glitch that we had. And they're coming in kind of prepared. Like, they almost just know what to do. Yeah. And you're just sitting here like, okay, I guess you're teaching me. Yeah. I don't have to teach you anything. Yeah. And I'm just going to follow your lead.
Yeah. Like,
it's the weirdest thing.
It was shocking to see that she knew it was a mic and she knew what to do with the mic. She started singing.
Crazy.
She's like waving her hands in the air.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Maybe she she saw it in a cartoon possibly. But there's a lot of things that they do that, like, I never saw that. Yeah.
At 11 months, I guarantee you I wasn't doing that.
I wasn't even walking.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she started walking now. Like, at 6 months, she started trying to, like, hold herself up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's different.
So given that, right, she is learning so fast, so rapidly, that I have to be honest with her. Like, this is obviously the way we grew up, right, is a whole lot different than how we grew up now. There's a lot more to deal with, right? There's a lot more that the child might not be ready for. She's gonna have a lot of questions, right? And I can't shelter her to a point where, like, she's clueless until she's out in the world, right? So when she gets out in the world, she has to be ready. I have to make sure she's prepared well enough to be able to handle it. So yes, I have to be honest with her. Yeah. I have to teach her the right things. And that, again, there's a fine line between being a dad and being a friend.
Right. You're gonna have boundaries, but you want to be like at least honest so that she doesn't hear it from other people.
Yeah.
That's dope. Well, thank you for being here. This is the awesome combo. I really liked it. Thank you for being here. Everyone, thank you for listening. And remember to stay tuned for the after credits because that's the best part. And see you next time. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to subscribe and follow on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube at Relayshons Podcast via The Diary of MR. M as in Melissa, R as in Rosario. And now, the best part, here are the after credits, a message from my co-host.
Yeah, so I just want to end on this. I know, it's a lot to take in when you're in a relationship, when you start dating, and there's a lot of things you're confused about, there's trust issues and all of that stuff. At the end of the day, there's nothing is perfect, right? You're gonna find the person that you're meant to be with regardless, right? The only thing you can do is be honest, be upfront with the person. Don't hide anything. Don't try to be somebody else that you're not, and then later on they find out, oh, you were just putting a front because that's not who you really are, and this and that. That right there is just not the right way to start a relationship. But yeah, just be honest. Give constructive feedback. That's just helping the relationship grow. I have to be able to tell you certain things, and you have to be able to tell me certain things too. So on that note, just good luck with everybody out there trying to find a loved one.